there. Have you a lot of trouble to face the Leicester situation?
No, I would only say that for that last series because we played against Sri Lanka a number of times and we played Hasaranga. We beat them in the Asia Cup. So I wouldn't say that it's that. I would say that series we were bad against Russia.
Are you preferring sporting cricket or screen cricket?
You know me improve better than I do. You know me improve a lot better than I do. So you tell me because I'm looking at the wicket, it looks like a normal mid-pro wicket, so it usually has some sort of turn in it, so which is good.
Coach, you joined last October, so it's been 1 year. How do you develop yourself as a Bangladeshi head coach?
How do I develop myself? I right now I'm still getting accustomed to certain things, but also I am just imparting the direction I want the team to go in, the direction the two captains want the team to go in. We're just trying to make sure that we're going in that direction. So it's about learning, it's about teaching, and getting them to understand international cricket and how we assess situations in international cricket. So that's what I'm trying to make sure everybody understands in the team.
The recent times he will not be involved. Why side is dead, and are you preferring Hong Kong on behalf of
Yes, you're right about him being in proper form against West Indies the last time, but that's how cricket goes. A lot of players are in form one series and the next time they're not. So we have to make sure that we try and get them back into that good form. And to answer the last part, we haven't decided on what we're going to do until this evening. We'll decide after practice.
It sounds like working at how well now. Although he has immense potential, best show us some hints of here and there, but not that much. What do you think he's lacking?
Look, I don't think he's lacking anything. I think some players are like that when they now start, they play well, they don't play well until they settle and know their game fully. As you say, he's a young player and most of these here are, but the maturity factor is players are different. So we have to work with him and try and get that mature part of him up as quickly as possible. But we all know that he has the ability to be one of Bangladesh greats.
There is some frustration going in the hands of the players. There is some incident there, so the players also express their bad feelings regarding this in the social media. Do you have any conversation with the players regarding this and how they will cope up with this?
I'm glad you brought it up because first of all, I don't agree with players having anything to do with social media. It is your right as a person to be on social media, to say what you want on social media, but as an international player and a national player for Bangladesh, my players should not be answered. But I would say one thing, it is not nice to bring racial tones into anything to do with players. I don't care where you're from, where the racial part of it I am disgusted with against Jackie Ali. That's not nice. But to tell you, I don't want my players answering anything on social media.
Coach, obviously the bowling attack is one where when you're filling up the playing 11, you can fill them your thoughts on Tanvir and Rishad, bowling pretty well against, in the run-up to this series as well. Your thoughts on that?
I think the bowling has been exceptional, and not just the spinners, but the quicks too. That group of quicks that we have been good because we've been all time rotating, trying to make sure everybody is as fit as possible because we've had a lot of games, and I think they've been exceptional, and especially now Tanvir and Rishad bowling in tandem, it's a great thing for the team.
Coach, before the third ODI, we saw the visuals that Rishad was having a discussion with Mushtaq Ahmed and Rashid Khan, and there was, Rashid was showing him the booking. Shed a bit of light on that, whether they had a bit of exchange there.
Well, it's always good. Rashid Khan, number one leg spinner in the world. And you always learn something, and that's one good thing I can say about him. He shares his knowledge, and Mushtaq Boy went and asked him to have a chat with Rashad, and he did. And I'm sure you only saw a snippet of it because he was there for a good nearly an hour working with him and showing him different things and talking to him. So it was great of Rash to do that, and that's the type of person he is, but I'm sure Rashad got a lot out of it.
Well, can you tell us something about Vegas and Mia's capacity because mine is out of him as well. So, how do you see his handicap?
Look, I think Miraz is a good captain, but you can't judge his captaincy on 200 runs and 198 and not chase it. Now, in the field, you can judge his captaincy, and I think the captaincy in the field has been good, but winning games depends on your batsmen too. And if your batsmen don't score the runs that is needed, then you're going to be in trouble. So if I judge him on the field, I think he's been good, but winnings, it's not been good. Hello.
Discussing the captain, what kind of issue? What's his future? Also, what kind of
Well, in the discussion, sometimes your composition and the tools you have determine how you're going to play. We don't have the tools like England to come out like that, but we do have the tools, batting-wise, to put up totals of 300. We showed that in the Caribbean, 290, 300 we put up. So we do have the tools for that, and we have to just get the players' mindset as to what are their roles in us getting the 300, and that's something we're working very hard on.
Coach, there's many changes in winning stock. Nice there, coming now for sign, and tournament shots also opening to new time. So there's many changes. After all, our despite so much scores tonight and 0, they will drop. After 2 more, we played 67 drop, 18 and 40. Instead of that, he dropped, and you bring 9, it was nowhere. So what are you trying to do, and what is your perception of what setup for the
I think first of all, Iman has a slight injury that we're trying to make sure that he gets back to full fitness with that. I think we're still searching for that ideal tier. It's been great that Saif has come in and bat like that, but Saif is one of those utility that Saif can bat anyway. So it's good that he's come in and done that, but we're still searching for that ideal pair and I must say it is a build-up. We're starting something. We're starting to build something to 27 World Cup. So it's a build-up. We find the right pair, then we start working. We find the right combinations, we start working with them. And here and there, you're going to have people dropping out because maybe form, because somebody else is doing better. But it's a process that we're going with.
How do you make him as a player and the surprise package
Well, it's definitely a surprise package with the ball because I didn't expect him to do as well as he's done since he's been here with the ball. But his batting I've seen before, and it's great that he's come in now and he's shown what he's made of. And it's you can say it's a surprise package, but we knew about him before, and he's taken his chance, his opportunity when he got it, and it's great for us to see. He's been moving from strength to strength. Next thing I look for is his first ODI 100.
In the last West Indies series, we still that there is a lacking in 6 or 7 points. We could have lost only 2 matches while defending. So how do you think can Shamim and Saif is a valuable package in bowling in your opinion?
I think Saif and Shamim can help in the bowling, and 2 of them can make a 6. a six bowler, but the bowling between that West Indies series you're talking about and now has improved so much. A lot of times we don't use the six bowler. So I must say that about the bowlers, and I agree with you. I think it's a possibility for them to fill in some overs for us as a six bowler.
What happens in ODI? All mental things or kind of things that they are things like auditing how to play this format?
No, it's not a matter of forgetting how to play the format. It's just that we had a bad series where we did not put partnerships on in the middle, especially. We had one partnership at the top and then the middle fell apart. We saw it a little bit in Sri Lanka. We were 101 going easily, one run out, and then we lose 6 wickets. So it's about getting that mentality that we need partnerships in the middle, and I think that's something that the guys are trying to work on as much as possible. We had a bad series, and I keep mentioning that we agree that batters had a bad series, but we've got to come back strong.
Middle order, the big concern states this concept of the team. What is going on evolving this particular case?
Say again? Sorry, I didn't hear.
Middle order. Middle order is the big concept of the team.
Yeah.
So how we take this what is really actually
Well, we're working with the batsmen as to how we play in those periods, and we're working with the batsmen on how they assess the situations and know what they need to do in that session, in that period. Thank you.